Scott Ponton from Finger Lakes Weather. Today we're at the fabulous Great Peak Mountain Resort and Ski Lodge. And before we meet the manager, I just wanted to take a moment and show you the backdrop that we got here, the mountain and the different activities that they got going on. And take a quick look at this sign behind us. You can get an idea of the resort itself and all the different things that they got to do there. But folks, I gotta say, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful October day. We don't see many of these. And it's a great day to just be out and enjoy the day. Hi, I'm Scott Ponton, Finger Lakes Weather again, and today we're at Great Peak with Rick Burnell. Rick?
Scott?
Bunnell. Okay. Nice to meet you. Thank you for letting us come out on this beautiful day here and get to take a little tour of your resort here. It's actually a fabulous day on this October day. And Rick, if you could give us a rundown on some of the activities you got going on here and let people know some of the things they may or may not know about.
Well, Greek Peak is Mountain Resort is a four-season resort. We do skiing in the summer. We have an adventure center that we run pretty much all year round. We also have zip lines. We have a coaster ride. We have team building that goes all over in the adventure center. Then we have Hope Lake Lodge, which we do swimming and laps and summer beaches up there in the summertime. We have a indoor water park with a wave maker and a bunch of neat stuff up there with sprinklers and everything for the little kids. Plus we have the hotel.
Oh my gosh, that's quite a lot. Never ending. So
never ending.
You never probably get bored, do you?
Never. There's always something to be doing here.
Well, and I'm sure that with all those different activities you got going on, weather must play a role in it.
Weather always plays a role in it. Weather is our friend, and it also can be our enemy. A lot of people sometimes don't understand that.
Okay, well, let's elaborate on that. How can it be your friend and how can it be your enemy?
In the ski industry, it can be our friend. Once the temperature drops, we can make snow. As people have known in the last probably 10, 15 years, the snowfall has changed. We used to average 180, 200 inches of snow every year. Now we're averaging probably 120 inches, 130 inches, and we have to make up for that. And what we do is we start making snow with that.
Okay.
As we make snow, we need somewhere between 25, 30 degree temperatures to actually start making snow. The colder the temperature, the better snow we can make, the better snow that we can produce. So we're looking for cold weather in the beginning of the season so we can start sporting snow out and not rely on Mother Nature for the natural snow.
Right. Well, that was actually going to be one of my questions on the whole snowmaking business, because that must take quite a bit. I mean, having a certain temperatures to do it, but what else is involved? I mean, you got to atmospheric conditions.
The dew point, humidity makes a huge difference. A lot of times in the spring you'll have temperature changes. The top will be warmer than the bottom, or the valley will be colder than the top. They can vary between 10 degrees. So there's a lot of things you have to do. Pretty much what you do is you take water, you pump it up the hill. You take air, you pump it up the hill. It comes out of a gun and it atomizes in fall time, and it turns to crystal and falls, and there's your snow.
That must take some time.
It takes time. It takes, the ideal snowmaking temperature is like 10 degrees, 0 degrees, 15 degrees, dry, low humidity. You can really watch the stuff pile up. You can make a 10 to a 15-foot pile of snow in a 24-hour period at that temperature.
Wow. When do you generally hope to get started on those?
Well, we hope to get started and get open just after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And again, it's all based on Mother Nature. If it's 50 degrees like today, around Thanksgiving, we're all going to be sitting around the turkey table getting fat.
All right. Well, let's hope. But on the other aspect, you're hoping to be making snow.
We're hoping to be out here making snow and getting our trails open and getting them groomed and getting ready for the ski season.
Right. Now, do you have a meter to handicap people? How do you do that?
We have a program called Arise, and they actually teach disabled people how to ski. Whether they missed an arm or leg or whatever the disabled is, we have the equipment, and it's all volunteer-based. And with that, we also ended up joining with Winter Olympics and Special Olympics, and we have the race out here this year.
Oh, gosh. Now what's that gonna?
We're going to have a couple courses, and we're going to do a beginner to intermediate course. They're going to be actually, it's like a giant slalom race that they race around the gates. And then there's going to be another course for intermediate to advanced. A little tougher, a little stronger. It'll be on a regular NASCAR course. We'll have one race course on the beginner hill. The other one will be on the...
Oh, that's good.
So it'll be like a qualifier, I believe, for the Junior Olympics for the big Olympics that they hold out west.
Well, that is really cool. It's hard to do, but do you have catered to snowmobilers like from just locally, out of town, and does weather play a role in that too?
Weather plays a big role in the snowmobile because a lot of the snowmobile trails, they don't have capable of man-made snow or snowmaking on them, so they rely on man-made snow and grooming, natural snow and grooming. But we have a couple of the local trails and clubs that come around here that snowmobiles do stop here. They'll stop here for food and beverage. There's also an opportunity that if they wanted to stop and spend the night doing a long cross-country trail or something, they could also stay at the lodge. Up to Bog Creek Peak here in the spring, and they are devoted to bringing the ski area, the ski resort back to where it needs to be. They're dumping $4 million this year into capital improvements in the ski area, which includes upgrading some snowmaking. The old Ryan's pub upstairs in the main lodge is now going to be remodeled and called Tracks. We've got new snowmaking capacity. We've ordered a new piston bully 600 groomer cable on it so we can groom steep terrain up and down. Ordered a Zog half pipe, which will cut half pipes, quarter pipes, and some of the other improvements that they've done they're working on a Glades trail right now. We've got volunteers coming out next to Hercules. It's going to be a double diamond glade trail, probably one of only double diamond glade trails in New York State, I believe. Central New York.
So what is that exactly?
It's an area in the woods that you clear out that you can ski through.
Okay.
So it's really neat. People love it. They've been in there anyways. It's a challenge for them. Street skiing reminds them out west and then Vermont.
Oh, cool. Before we go check out some other things, I noticed when I first got here, we got this little setup here. You're explaining this is for beginner skiers.
These are beginner skiers, and what they are, they're called magic carpets. It's like a conveyor belt at the airports that you see.
Okay.
So the little kids can jump on a carpet, they can take them up. All they need to do is just be able to stand there. It's good for the young and smaller abilities. Got a couple here, and then once they've mastered this pretty well, then they can go over to the chairlift over there for the beginner, a little better beginner hill or beginner intermediate hill. This is good compression to get up. And once they've mastered that, then we send them up the big hills and they can go nuts.
That's interesting. Well, you know, I got thinking about how warm it is today, and you know how weather this time of year can change from one extreme to the other. And you got a lot of activities going on right now, which you're going to see in a little bit here. But you know, thunderstorms can pop up anytime. I mean, quickly too. Do you have a protocol for when thunderstorms do come up?
Oh, absolutely. Our protocol is even in the wintertime. We've had lightning. It's a half hour wait time whenever there's lightning time. All the lifts get shut down. We do an evacuation of the hill. People come off the hill, and we can't fire everything back up until at least a half hour. So we have to wait our 30 minutes.
So is that 30 minutes after the last?
30 minutes after the last sighting of lightning.
Okay.
So if you waited 15 minutes and you see another one, you got to tack on another half hour.
So certainly people can come down, enjoy the lodge, and get warm. That's good. That's good. Well, let's take a look around and see some of the things they got to offer here.
All right.
Okay, here in the background here we got a new lift that they're putting in, a new trail. Rick, you want to explain what they got going on here?
Yeah, we've got it's called the Doppelmayr. It's a high-speed quad, but it feeds with a carpet. It's kind of a neat concept. And they're going to start setting the towers next week. We've got the footers and all the foundation done. You can see the concrete block down here. This is where all the end structure is going to go. And it's going to lead you up to the top of the hill. And I think it's going to cut it down to about a 4-minute or a 5-minute lift time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
guys must be on top of the weather all the time. You got one person doing it, a couple people doing it. How do you track the weather?
We have a group of people that do it. You know, the snowmaking group. The snowmaking people will monitor weather. GMs will monitor weather. The maintenance guys and the grooming guys will monitor weather, because the weather has to play with everything.
They do that on an hourly basis, a daily basis. I mean,
it's been done on a yearly basis. You know, what you try to do is take last year's forecast, weather patterns, the year before beforehand, and everything's kind of on a pattern. You have your highs and your lows in your weathers, and we're hoping that 3 years ago was a bad winter. Last year was a little better. This year looks like it's even going to be a little better.
yeah.
So if you follow that trend, it's the only thing we can follow as far as consistency. You can look at the jet stream, you can look at dew point, humidity, but certain valleys are actually colder than other valleys. And then when you're relying on making snow and snowmaking, you know, sometimes you have a small window that you have to put the snow down on, and you have to take advantage of it. So you're always monitoring the weather. When we get time to start making snow, we monitor the weather very close.
I'm sure you're looking at the 7-day or 10-day forecast.
We're looking at least 10 to 15-day forecast. Because you don't want to spend 2 days making snow and then find out the next 4 days it's going to be sunny, warm, and rain, and have it all washed out.
Let's go check out your new building here. Rick, thanks for showing us around, and I just want to ask, what gets you out of bed every day to come to your job? What do you get excited about?
Well, it's interesting. I'm very fortunate enough to do what I love to do, and they pay me for it. So I haven't worked a day in my life.
Because you enjoy what you do.
I enjoy what I do. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I'm a skier myself, and if I wouldn't work, I'd be skiing anyway.
What's something that you could share that just might get people excited to want to come here and check out your facilities and different things you got going on?
Well, it's a lot, just the improvements. You know, it's not the Greek Peak, it's the new Greek Peak. We're in the process of rebranding it with new owners that are actually skiing, and you know, we're listening to the public that, you know, the skiing side has been kind of neglected for the last few years, and they're dumping $4 million into it right now, and we have a great 5-year program with updating some more lifts, some more improvements. We got some more snowmaking coming in the next years. You know, the best thing to do is come on down on a weekend and check us out, or visit us at greekpeak.net or greekpeak.com on the website.
You were just telling me inside that it really sounds like you guys are making some changes. I mean, not just to bring in some new things, but you're trying to make it so anybody can afford to come here and enjoy themselves. Like up at the Hope Lake Lodge, you don't have to stay overnight or anything.
Right.
The water park.
Yeah, everything's open to the public every day. You know, you can just come and spend a night in the hotel. Within the hotel, we've got massages and facials and pedicures and stuff up there. We've got fine dining up there. We have also attached to it is the water park that's open to the public. No longer do you have to stay a night at the hotel to use the water park. You can just walk in any day that you want on a nice rainy day and go check out the Wave Maker.
Now wait a minute, you keep mentioning things like that, people aren't going to want to leave.
That's okay.
Yeah,
it's like a home away from home. You know, a 4-season place. Trying to make it so people do have fun. There's enough activities. And we can get into corporate stuff with team building and all that kind of stuff over at our Adventure Center that they can do also.
All right. Well, that's great. Well, we're going to take a little ride over to the Adventure Center at Hope Lake Lodge. But Rick, thank you so much for the time today, and thanks for showing us around and taking a look at your facilities. And
let's hope for a snowy, cold weather.
Oh, let's hope so.
Can you do anything on that for us?
Pray. We can always pray and hope.
Right.
That's all we can do. But you know that everybody's saying it's going to be a snowy winter this year, so let's hope so.
We'll see.
For you guys' sake too.
Yeah, we hope so too.
Well, good luck.
All right, thanks.